So we're officially in the month of June and about halfway through 2022. Can you believe it? So I want to revisit, the predictions, in many cases, the bold predictions that I made over 6 months ago for where we are today. I said that more sellers would get off the fence. Inventory was definitely an issue. Our phone is definitely ringing right now. Lots of sellers are saying, hey, did I miss the boat? Or, hey, I want to get my property on the market ASAP, Scott, right? Because I want to try to still exit this market at the top end. Okay, so prediction number one, I think it came true. Hyperinflation. Guys, I don't even need to explain this one. You go to the grocery store, your eggs, your bread, your milk, your meat, the gas to get there to and from. Everything costs more. Hyperinflation is a real thing. It's not going away. And the reason why the Fed is rolling out these 0.5 point, now 0.75 point interest rate hikes is to chase down rapidly rising inflation. It's not going away anytime soon. The spring market starts in February. Absolutely. The best time to absolutely sell, as we're filming this in June, was 2-3 months ago, 4 months ago. That was the best time for a seller to exit this market. They absolutely crushed it. And for those that took our advice, thank you. Hopefully you're a client for life. For those that didn't take our advice, it's very much not a I told you so, right? It's just we want to be true advisors, right, to our clients, whether they heed to our advice or not. Home prices jump. Look, even with rapidly rising inflation, even where we're at now here in the month of June, it's crazy, right? Just came off of just yesterday, 0.75 point interest rate hike, but our home prices are still going up incrementally, right? So are they keeping up with inflation? I don't know. I believe that they will make another adjustment, but we will definitely show, single digit returns, probably somewhere, by the end of the year, 5 to 6%. On the largest investments you'll ever make in your life, still a good move, right? So who wouldn't do that? Where else are you getting 5 to 6% in the marketplace? Stock market's down 20, 30%, crypto, if you were in that asset class, 50 to 60% chop. And look, more pain is unfortunately coming for those markets. And real estate might be the next target. Black Swan event. Well, guys, the crypto bubble bust, I think, is certainly a black swan event, so a lot of money went into crypto, right? That was the asset class that many thought was the one thing that was a hedge against inflation. Well, guess what? It wasn't. It wasn't. What is it tied to? It's still tied to fiat currency, the dollar. It's blown apart. I think that's a black swan event. I definitely think the war, right, between Russia and Ukraine and our involvement kind of in it, black swan events. And look, another black swan event, as we look to our neighbors to the north in Canada, how about this? Due to the fact of rapidly rising inflation and that basically buyers are priced out of the market, Canada made an executive decision to eliminate any foreign buyers from purchasing real estate for 2 years. That would mean just last year alone, over $150 billion would be erased from real estate sales between residential and commercial sales if we did that here in the United States. So, black swan event, take your pick. 2022, one of the last years in the bull market. Guys, I think we checked the box, checked the box. I'm no Nostradamus, right? But I am eyeballs deep in this market. I've been in this industry for 2 decades, and I've seen the writing on the wall for a long time. Look, certainly 2022 is the last year of this bull market run. Since the bubble busted in 2008, we've been on a steady climb. To get to 2022, it's been an amazing run. The last several years, to be in this business have just been amazing, right? I don't know if we'll ever see this again, right? But if we do, right, real estate is cycles. If you look back at 2008 when the bubble bust and the markets collapsed, to see real estate values get back to their high point of where they were before the market crash in 2008, it took us almost 10 years. In 2018, 2019 is when values got restored back to those peak levels. Once again, the bubble is busting again, right? If you do not decide to sell today within the next 60 to 90 days, hunker down and be prepared you know what I mean, to wait this thing out for another 6, 7, 8 years to see these values restore back to where they are today. Moving forward, what's the predictions? I definitely think we're going to see more inventory come on the market. These sellers, you know, that have kind of been sitting the fence are going to say, oh man, I'm really not the least bit interested in waiting out, you know, this property for the next 3, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, you know, to see our values return. And they're going to make a last ditch effort to go ahead and test the waters, test the market, and position their property on the market. So we're going to see a lot more inventory come available. Interest rates. We just had a 3/4 of a point interest rate hike. You know, today, I think, talking with my mortgage lender before I shot this video, if you want to get a traditional 30-year fixed rate mortgage, you might be looking at about 6.25% to 6.5% today, okay? This is up from 5.5% only 1 week ago. So my prediction moving forward, I think the interest rates in this year, probably somewhere around in the 7s to pushing to 8%. They're telling us that they're going to continue to go up. And as long as inflation is still rapidly rising, it's the only solution that the Fed has. I feel that in the fourth quarter, moving into the end of 2022, we're going to find ourselves in a neutral market. We might not be exactly in a seller's market. We may not exactly finish this year in a buyer's market, just neutral. Average days on market grow, all right, from 7 days on average, 2-3 weeks. And I think at the end of this year, and certainly in 2023, you know, we're going to see average days on market look a lot more like 30. We're going to see a lot of agents, right, that recently entered into this industry, you know, over the last several years exit. The Redfins of the world, many of these guys that operate off of very narrow profit margins that just rely sheerly upon volume, they're going to be gone. A lot of the bad actors are going to be gone. A lot of the people that just got into this business so they can represent their aunt, uncle, or their, you know, workforce colleague, they're going to be eliminated. They're going to find jobs in other industries. So certainly a prediction there, and we're going to see that trend continue. And then as we move forward, guys, we're going to go into a buyer's market. We've been a seller's market for years. This is going to be a buyer's opportunity to shine. They're going to have their pick of many properties. They're going to be able to negotiate. They're not going to have to pay above list price. They're going to be able to negotiate below list price, right? They're going to, instead of no contingencies, they're going to write contracts riddled with contingencies. All of the normal stuff is coming back, right? Buyers are gaining their strength, and certainly moving beyond the next 6 months. My belief and prediction is the 20 to 30% equity appreciation that we gained only over the last 2 years, we are going to give back that froth, okay, over the next 2 to 3 years. You heard it. It's a prediction. That's going to present an amazing opportunity for first-time home buyer to enter the market and just grab a deal, right? And they're going to be, yeah, it might be at a higher interest rate, but the equity appreciation, if you're really in it for the long term, 5+ years, right? You're going to see, you're going to ride that up. You're going to catch that 20 to 30%. It might take you 5 to 10 years, but I'm telling you, get ready. Get ready right now. It's going to be the best time to buy. The investors that I know that have all of the money in the world, you know, look, they're not leaning in and buying property and assets right now unless there's just such an amazing deal that comes across their plate where they have to make a move. Just sit on the sidelines for about a year and then start looking at the buying opportunities, because it's going to be a buyer's market and it's going to be time for buyers to certainly shine. So those are just a few of my bold predictions, right? First, looking back at my bold predictions for over 6 months ago, and I think we drilled it, guys. So moving forward, I don't know. Are you starting to buy into what I'm saying? I hope so, right? Because every day I lace them up tight and I sprint as fast as I can. Look, I coach with some of the best and brightest, you know, in the real estate industry from throughout the world. I'm constantly benchmarking, comparing notes with them. I'm working with local municipalities. I am in this industry. I am not part-timing it, nor is any of our agents that are here at Jacobs & Company. We are advisors first and foremost. And whether or not it's the information that people want to hear, it's the information that you as consumers need to hear, right? So whether you take our advice or not, look, we always want to report the facts to you. If you have any questions surrounding any portion of what I just covered, we hope that you will reach out to us. Call us here at the office at 703 area code 594-3800 and or shoot us a DM. We'd love to talk to you. Thank you so much.